and welcome to episode 169 of the Nerds at Large Gaming Podcast. What's so funny about the number 169?
It's one in it, bro.
Whoa, that's the funniest number. I'm one of your hosts, Darby Allen.
I'm Jeff Mann.
And Jeffrey, this is going to be a little bit of a different episode.
Yep.
A lot different episode.
It's Christmas time, so no news is actually happening.
No, not really.
So
I'm sure
shit.
by the time this posts, there'll be some new bad Cyberpunk news, but
if it's something big enough, we'll make its own video.
Yeah, we're not talking about that here. We're here for jolly vibes, Jeff. That's jolly what Christmas calls for, is jolly vibes. Yes. And when you need a dose of jolly vibes, what's the number one thing you go to?
Cocaine.
While you're doing the cocaine, what else? What else do you partake in?
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. That's right. Smash Bros. And cocaine. So Jeff, what are we gonna do here today instead of a normal episode?
Okay, so Dari, me and you, was it 2 nights ago? Yeah, we rewatched every single Smash Bros. Trailer going back to Brawl.
Hell yeah, we did. An hour and a half
yep.
of ads that we watched, but it was a great time.
Yes. So right here, if you're watching the video, I made a tier maker thing for it where I have every picture symbolizing every single trailer. Dari and I are going to put these into tiers and rank them.
Hell yeah. Me and Jeff both absolutely love Smash Bros. Trailer and Smash hype. It's just one of the best things in gaming. Yes. And it's kind of something we talk about a lot, that all these trailers are just great and everything, but it's like I want for us to put us in the fire. Like, we have to actually rank these things.
And what we plan on doing from here on out, I mean, there's only 3 more at this point. Whenever a new trailer is released, new characters announced, we will slot them into this.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. So yeah, the way we're gonna do this, I have it on the tier make it thing ordered by the actual release of these trailers.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just gonna get right on into
it.
I guess something we gotta figure out is how exactly how are we going to judge them? I guess it's going to be a little wishy-washy. Do I just by the way the trailer did, what it announced, the hype factor?
I think
it's a mix at all.
Yeah, it's a mix. It all goes in there. I think there's going to be some of these that are maybe not quite as good of a trailer, just from production value, but I think the moment that it was does count for something. I don't think you can discount
the context of it all.
And I think how we weigh all of that will just vary from case to case.
Okay, so then let's get started. We're starting with the Brawl announcement trailer, which announced Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, and Snake.
Yes.
Maybe someone else's name. I might be forgetting someone, but that's what we're starting with. The trailer was overall started pretty basic, just updated models for everyone of old characters, and then just one by one showing the characters the new characters join the fight.
Right.
Leading up to the announcement of Snake, which was the first third-party character as announced for Smash.
Should I worry about this video being copyright stricken from just the visuals?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll do it for just us.
Yeah, maybe, because did you have any audio going, or just
no?
Okay,
it's just visual.
It's just video. I imagine not. Then
it'll probably be fine then. Yeah. So it is more of a basic trailer, that's for sure. But I mean, it's still pretty hype.
Yeah, well, especially at the time where all these characters there are a couple of ones that were definitely okay, we wanted these characters. I think Wario and Meta Knight were big, at least. Pit's a cool, they're bringing that character back. Zero Suit Samus was just a nice surprise. And then obviously Snake.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Snake carries this a long way.
I don't know. Wario's magnificent fart that killed everyone.
Yeah, Brawl has such a weird vibe where it's kind of weird and cartoony, but it's also weirdly Mario's grungy denim.
Yeah.
It went for a weird realistic thing that was just kind of the vibe of that time period. But this had to have been this was before we were really paying attention to a lot of video game stuff.
Yeah.
like, or at least like the community around it, and there wasn't like social media like there is now, people had to have just been losing their mind. It's like, like I've said it over and over again. If Snake had never been released and Snake was announced as the next DLC fighter, I think it would be just as crazy today, which is saying something. Like, even we're desensitized to how crazy characters can be, and I still think Snake would be an out of nowhere, like, what? And the fact that he was like one of the first ones.
So Darby, where we slot this trailer as the first one?
It's going to move around a lot, probably, because the first one we'll have to see where everything else goes. But I think it's decently high for, you know.
So you want to put it in A tier right now?
Yeah, I'm down with that. It might end up moving down
once we
because there's going to be some stiff competition. Yeah. But I'm down with A tier for now.
All right. Next one, the Sonic reveal trailer. A pretty simple one overall. Just kind of announcing Sonic has, at the time, trailers for Smash things were not really a big deal. There are hardly any trailers for the game beside this one. Like, besides the announcement trailer with Snake and everything and Sonic. Because they were just announcing characters on a blog. Sonic was announced on a blog, but they put this little trailer together. I mean, it's fairly simple.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this for every trailer. Just want to...
You don't have to worry about it if you don't want to. I know that'd be a lot of work switching around.
Just I hate it for everyone else, but you know, I'll put a link to this video if you want to follow along. Yeah,
it just includes all of them, I think, besides the last 3 DLC characters.
Yeah, I'll put a link for that for y'all to look at. So I agree. It kind of feels like slightly not as big of a deal as Sonic actually is. Like, the trailer seems like, again, if that announcement happened today, it would be like,
I say put this in C tier. Just kind of.
That sounds about right to me.
I don't know how much we'll actually be using D.
Yeah, maybe not.
We'll see how things go. We might move things around as we kind of fill the stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we're going all the way to Smash 4 now. Oh, nice touch, Darby.
Okay, I might just do this.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And especially since me and you can see the screen there, I'll just permanently stay on this screen.
Okay, that is fine with me. Okay, next is the announcement trailer for Smash 4 where Villager is announced as well.
Nice.
Just showing off, the new graphics, I think it confirmed that 3DS was also going to get Smash as well.
Is this one of those where was this announced? Like, the people
E3.
Know this was,
because during this E3, as we'll get to, Mega Man was announced like right after it. And then Wii Fit Trainer was announced in some floor show soccer idea.
Smash 4 announcement schedule was weird.
Yes, 100%.
Some very big characters were announced in not very big ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, I did not remember this one until we saw that the other day. I kind of forgot about this initial trailer, but it is cool. Was Villager the only announcement?
In this trailer, yes.
Yeah. I think it is a cool trailer showing the different, showing the 3DS and then into like how much better it looks on the Wii U.
Yeah.
But even this game does look old, doesn't it? It's really just the last.
I think it holds up decently. I mean, pretty well. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just surprised.
Art style.
I'm surprised that it looks old at all, but.
We're about to get to the Villager part, where I think will be a determining factor.
So I guess to put it in perspective, what do you think about this one versus the Brawl announcement?
I think Brawl is just more hype.
I do too.
And just this one's just a lot more simple, just kind of showing off, hey, this is Smash, this is how it looks now and all that.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but it has one character.
But the Brawl one has better music and the style and just the with the weird
this is going into, I don't know if you want to pause it here, this goes into Mega Man.
Okay. Especially with the title card things. I mean, part of it is the nostalgia and the fact that hadn't happened before, but it was like Brawl had a very unique style to it and musical, a lot of things to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, So I mean, do you think they should go in like maybe B tier?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and I'm okay with B tier.
All right.
Solid, right down the middle. Yeah.
Now we get to Mega Man.
Here's where we start getting this.
I mean, this is like the first we just get these straight up CG trailers now.
Yeah.
This is the first one kind of showing off, because Villager had very little in comparison to a lot of the ones we've gotten from here on, like starting from Mega Man on.
Yeah,
and obviously once we get to Ultimate, it is crazy.
This is when kind of the modern Smash trailer hype cycle started. Really was birthed.
Yeah, and if we, again, we're putting hype in this. Mega Man was obviously a very hype thing because we didn't know like how third party is going to be from here on out.
Very unexpected.
And doing all this, I think, going into his head and showing the different robot masters that he has defeated, showing off the moves.
Which I forgot that they referenced all of that in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for this being one of the first ones like this. It's pretty well done.
Yep. Just showing off all the moves and all the references and all that kind of stuff is, I think, really well done.
Yeah, I think this is number one right now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite S tier.
No, I don't think either.
We have a lot of other big, it was early, but I think A and definitely above the raw reveal is absolutely what I would put it. Absolutely.
Next one, Refit Trainer. Pretty a what the fuck character for sure.
Yes.
Trailer is relatively simple. We have this cute little bit where Link, Mario, and Kirby are playing Wii Fit, messing around with that. Then Wii Fit Trainer is like, hello.
Yeah.
Lots of fools.
I do like it. It's simple, but I do like this. Because it's just, again, the pause there. You're like, what the hell is going on? This is an actual character in Smash Brothers.
Yes. But this is one of those things where it's just kind of just relatively simple in general compared to trailers.
Yeah.
And I think kind of short because, it ends like right there.
Yeah, there's like a different class. It's going to be weird because we're comparing some big, long, crazy trailers to some super smaller ones.
I don't know. I'm thinking right now, I don't know if you agree, C tier above Sonic.
Yeah. It's definitely better than the Sonic one. Yeah. I think it's cuter. It's less of just a typical trailer.
Are we going to use D?
It feels wrong,
Yeah. They might be one trailer like, this was lame from that.
C was probably just going to be absolutely stacked. I'm just already concerned about the Mii's face. Is that Abraham Lincoln?
Yes. That is Abraham Lincoln.
Nice.
Next one. We got Rosalina and Luma. Nice little fake out where it has Kirby on a Mario Kart thing where I don't think this one, if I remember at the time when it was live, started out with the Smash logo like it usually does. So people were wondering like, is this Kirby being, this a new Mario Kart? Is this Kirby being joining, or Kirby joining Mario Kart?
It's like one day Nintendo characters will join Mario Kart, but not a little few years off at this point.
And then this point happens, you're like, oh, those little Warp Star things.
What is this game? Like, Mario Kart, Kirby, Mario Galaxy, what the fuck's happening?
Fucking up Kirby on there, and then, Kirby and Luma being like best buddies and being cute and adorable. It takes it far.
It's a really good trailer. I had forgotten about this one too.
And just like
using Rainbow Road, it's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Yeah, and I think one thing that definitely helps it is we're going to get on here in a second. If you want to skip, just do one when they drive up. Go back. Just him poking Kirby and then Donkey Kong's face.
That face that he always does.
Yep.
And Rosalina was just needed to be in the game.
A character I did not think would potentially as really an option, but when she was announced, I was like, this feels right.
But yes, yeah. But you, especially back then, you could have believed her not getting in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, Zelda doesn't get a whole lot of new reps, and a lot of them are just more classic.
Yeah, and it ends with the cute little thing of Rosalina making Luma dance, and Luma and Kirby are dancing together.
Yeah, I think this is a very good one. Obviously, there's going to be stiff competition at some point, but
A tier at the very least, for sure.
Yeah. What do you?
I'm just putting it there. I didn't.
Yeah. What are you thinking? I mean, I like this one. Well, I don't know. I like this one more than Mega Man, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be talked down from that.
Yeah. So you're thinking at least definitely above Brawl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I got a feeling Brawl is going to be maybe baseline for A.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, if you want to, you can pause it there.
Whoops,
Yeah.
Sorry. Probably.
Hmm.
I don't know. What do you think? I like it a little bit more just from the references, like the bringing all these different games together and like everything. The fake out, even though Mega Man obviously had that too. And I mean, Mega Man had a lot of awesome references and everything, but it was just like more. I don't know. I just kind of like the coming together of like, you know, with Kirby and Donkey Kong and everyone, and the like pulling Mario Kart into there was like
doing a kind of fake out thing, having Kirby and Luma be cute together and kind of birthing a meme with Donkey Kong's face, I think puts it up by Mega Man.
There's just like multiple layers to this, whereas I feel like, you know, Mega Man was Mega Man being badass, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But as a trailer, you know, Mega Man's the more hype announcement, but as per
I was hype, man.
Yeah. But I like the trailer for Rosalie.
All right.
Just a little better.
Next one, Little Mac.
Yeah. Also, very good. This was when we started getting into like completely different art style things, which we'll see. Like they go all over the place with these trailers after a while, but this is definitely probably the most different type of trailer we've had yet.
Yep.
Which is cool. I like this very comic booky looking art style for it, which I don't really know. Is this an art style that's like in any Punch Out game? Or
that's what I know of. It might be used in like some official art stuff, but not like in the game.
Yeah.
And this little thing, like, he is short. Someone's like, what is this?
Yeah, I really like this art style. It's very unique and cool. It's not what you'd really expect from a Smash trailer. And the stage is great.
And I forgot what the name of his coach is. Him just kind of narrating this whole part.
Yeah. It's just the entire time. Like, I just want to make sure there's no audio. Yeah, this one's pretty far up there for me.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I agree. It's a really good trailer. It does like Little Mac as a character is not like necessarily exciting. I think he was a character that was expected / kind of wanted, partly because, you know, the Wii Punch Out did really well, but not like not the most hyped character. And it also was the first character showing, like, it had the moment of, that KO meter. It's like the first time we got the look of that kind of.
Wait, this is something different.
Little Mac was the first of those characters to get that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's well paced with the, you know, it's a little more simple once you get into the actual gameplay part, but I think, like you said, the coach and everything, it has a lot going for it. I mean, it's kind of like the Rosalino, where it's like, cool, just get in the middle, and then, you know, gameplay things.
Okay, so it's putting it here. I mean, up here.
Yeah. Things are going to get crowded. We'll have to reassess.
Reassess what counts as what tier.
But for now, I'm okay with that.
As far as the order,
I can be. I also like this one more than Brawls.
Okay.
But here's where I don't know. I think maybe there.
Yeah. I feel like it's something that might just Mega Man and that CG fighting people.
Yeah, that was pretty hype than I expected. Yeah. The particle effects and all the other stuff. I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
So we got, for audio listeners, sorry. Little Mac in between Mega Man and Brawl.
Yes.
Now we got Greninja.
Also.
Really starting like Pokemon, let's go.
Woo! A lot of Pokemon.
Yep,
all over the damn place.
Here are all the Pokemon and Pokeballs.
I mean, so at the time, was this like, who the hell is it gonna be because of all the
pretty much, yeah. Oh shit, Charizard. Like, we know it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah.
Like, this was confirming pretty much Pokemon Trainer is not a thing anymore, but Charizard is on it.
Yeah.
Their own, because I think he pretty much confirmed that Pokemon Trainer was not gonna. Because they announced Sheik in Zero Suit Samus's own character in this direct, kind of pretty much saying, hey, because it's 3DS, we can't have multiple characters in a single slot anymore.
Yeah.
Because the power.
So Charizard was kind of a bummer announcement, but I mean, I guess it was probably at least we have one of them.
The bummer was, Pokemon Tournament being back, but it was kind of like exciting that Charizard was at least going to be coming back on his own. Yeah, starting off like when Greninja was charging the ball, like, is this Mewtwo?
yeah, it did look kind of like shadowy figure with like big old fingers.
Yep. Then Greninja. Doing Greninja things.
Yes. I think it's a pretty sweet trailer.
I think it is too.
Especially for Greninja. I mean, Charizard was hyped too, but Greninja, I think, was...
Seeing everyone like firing shots at Charizard.
Yeah. And like all the Pokemon coming in this big CGI battle. It was pretty cool. What are you thinking for this one?
B tier?
You think B?
I'm just partly thinking about thinking of the trailers that we have coming up, just like maybe that's something we got to maybe think about.
Do you like this one less than all of those 3 character trailers at the top?
Maybe not necessarily personally, but it's going to have to be kind of a mix between personal stuff and just the trailer themselves.
It is.
I don't know. It is pretty hype. Just everything. Just seeing Mega Lucario, Mega Charizard and stuff.
Yeah, as a
Pokemon fan,
I could see the argument that it's a little less unique than some of the Well, I don't know. You, especially you as the Pokemon fan, I'll let you take the lead more in just how hyped this trailer was. I think it's on par with those 3 up there, but
okay.
I guess, do you like it more or less than the original Brawl trailer? We are maybe undervaluing Snake.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I put Greninja below that.
I'm okay with the B tier above Villager. Above the Smash 4 review. I'm okay with that.
Okay. The Me one. Technically, I don't think this picture is the best one to represent because I don't think Abraham Lincoln ever made an appearance. But
I don't know, man.
I just looked for the splash store and I was there. It's like, fuck it, let's go Abraham.
I just love looking up and seeing Abraham Lincoln.
But Darby, despite the Me's kind of technically their characters being lame, as much as I think it's a good idea in general, this trailer is fucking amazing.
Oh, this trailer is incredible.
This is at least A tier automatically.
At least, yeah.
Wait, so is this S tier?
It's
he had the direct to you thing going into a head. Iwata had the direct to you thing. I think
it's S tier. Okay. It is Reggie and Iwata in an anime fight.
Yes.
I mean, this is so.
This is JoJo coming up right here.
This is so indicative.
Look at that.
Of I loved this. This was the vibe that Nintendo had back in the
Wii U era.
That Wii U era that and obviously Wii U era was not a great era for Nintendo, but honestly, Reggie and Iwata and everything was part of what kept Nintendo afloat as far as you had an identity and they had while Xbox and PlayStation were just gritty first person shooters, very serious things or whatever, Nintendo was just obviously just very charming and just pleasant company, and Reggie and Iwata both became just faces that you knew, and they seemed like real people, even though they were higher up businessmen or whatever. And I think this the puppet thing, there was so many adorable moments from this, and I think the Mega 64 video with the Reginator or whatever the hell, there's so many good ones, and this is the perfect
and I think it's a good way to show off for me as well. He was oh, I'm getting beat up. I'm going to call a friend.
Yep. And it sucks because I think this is the video that even Nintendo today would not do. It's just not something they would do anymore.
Because unfortunately, since Iwata's passing and Reggie's gone, they just don't really have obviously they were game for this stuff. Reggie was 100% game, and they had the charm to do it. I don't feel like Doug Bowser, even if he was 4, just kind of has at least from what we've seen so far, the charm to pull this stuff off.
Yeah, which I mean, most CEO people or like higher up people are not like that. Reggie and Noah were special.
That actually does not need to be a part of the qualifications for the job.
He don't have to do it, but it was like you see how much people love Reggie.
Yeah.
Every time he comes up on anything, Game Awards, anything out there, whatever they do. So yeah, I think it's S tier. It's cool. Probably going to be closer to the bottom of S tier just because of how many. I know the trailers.
Speaking of S tier.
Speaking of S tier. Speaking of our new number one. Probably.
Yep. Next, during that same direct, we got Palutena announced in a sweet anime ass trailer. Just we had those Kid Icarus shorts that were anime style, which is obviously this is what the style is from. But we got Link in there. We got Pit and Link in an anime fighting, which is always fun.
It's just like hype dumb crossover thing and just such a beautiful animation where it's like, yeah, give us the anime.
It's like this is definitely one of those times where you're like, yeah, Sakurai really loves his own work.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Yeah, there was just like, this was so high effort. I mean, I talk about some of the other ones being like the beginning of like, but this is another big turning point as far as like Smash trailers where it's like, oh, Smash trailers can beat this. You can they can like do probably like hire an outside company to do this complete like anime thing. It's like, oh shit, I didn't know that we could do this type of thing for a Smash reveal. It's like,
well, and it's for really Palutena, who's definitely on the smaller part of their big character.
And I think that's another
and
good
I love
point.
when she just said, like, bye, Pit.
Yep. This is another good point. I think this is also part of the beginning of Sakurai has so much clout and esteem that he gets to do what he wants and Nintendo will let him.
Yes.
Like Nintendo never would have on their own been like, yeah, let's bring out the big bucks for Palutena. Like, no, that wouldn't have happened. But Sakurai is like, no, we're doing this.
Well, it's because of probably, I mean, I'm just going to assume it's completely because of Sakurai. There's CC even a character in this game, which I appreciate because I love her.
And I think Nintendo is going to learn going forward that listening to Sakurai is a good idea.
Yes. So, number one, let's go.
Number one.
Good. Next one, Pac-Man. Weird way they show the Pac-Man's Hall announced it weird because it was technically announced during a weird business meeting during the night at E3.
Yeah, and Pac-Man's a very big announcement.
Yeah. So definitely big in the Palutena.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, I'm glad that he got a trailer at all. I mean, I know the fact that we already knew him, like, spoiled it some, but I think it's a nice, cute trailer, but it's nowhere near the, like, crazy references all over the place, like, you know, mind meld that a lot of other trailers are. I think he's a very big deal, but the trailer itself is not that crazy. It's just like there's a yellow stripe in between the blue and the red. This is about
it could have been like potentially like part of in the moment thing is going to be like when how we acted and where we were at and stuff when we saw this stuff is going to obviously affect at least somewhat some of these trailers. Yeah. But the fact we knew this was Pac-Man going into it, like even with the lines, it could have been cool. It's like, oh, where's this leading? I mean, we could have potentially guessed when we saw that. I was like, "It's Pac-Man," but then having the little circle into the mouth thing get cut out could have been an exciting moment. Yeah, but we didn't even get that.
Nah, I feel like even the line thing or whatever, that's one of the more lame reveals.
C tier?
Oh yeah. Where do you? I would put it at the bottom personally. I mean, I'm trying to remember what was going on in Sonic's, but.
It was a pretty basic thing. I pretty much used the area from Subspace Emissary to kind of do the quote unquote CGS parks to do it.
I say definitely under Wii Fit Trainer. I'll let you decide what you think about Sonic.
I'm going to put Sonic ahead just because of if we got to have tiebreakers, the hype I had when I first saw that trailer and that announcement.
Very fair.
It like honestly, like I've obviously you can watch videos. I got some excited over Smash trailers. There's very few that have been at that level.
It's just
as me that young,
completely not expecting that.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep. Next one, Robin, which is a very nice trailer. Starting out with Lucina fighting Captain Falcon, who's also Captain Falcon's announcement returning to Smash 4.
Right, because. Yeah, we knew people were getting cut left and right. We're like, who's it? Yeah,
and then like you see Lucina's flash card, and I was like, wait, Lucina's playable? Yeah. You see Crom dead, which is what everyone thought, especially with leaks, which is just a funny coincidence with this stuff. I mean, I'm sure Sakurai was even aware, but even without the quote-unquote leaks, that people were going to assume it was Crom.
He's very aware there's lots of trolling in here. He's like,
yep. You can see Lucina and Captain Falcon brawl a little bit. Captain Falcon's like, haha, nerd.
It's an exciting, weird thing to see Captain Falcon in like a Fire Emblem fight.
Yep.
It's cool. And I like that they choose kind of random characters to be involved in some of these trailers.
Yeah.
Like in Sephiroth, we'll see later. It's like Bayonetta and Greninja or something. It's like, that's a weird pairing, but cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, there's a reason. I think that they're supposed to reference, Vincent and but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I think
there's every Fire Emblem trailer in Smash Bros. Always has like the worst and most lame voice acting. I feel like it always kind of takes me out, especially the Robin and Corrin, because they're such like bland protagonists. It's like, oh, I will fight for. They're just like, I just don't like them as characters anyway. They're just bland and boring, and I think that detracts a lot from me. Even though I do still think the trailer was good. I think this is probably where we're going to disagree the most, is I'm not crazy about a lot of the Fire Emblem trailers just in general in this game. Even though I like Fire Emblem. But there's something to be said about the Crom trolling.
Yep, Crom trolling is great. I just love the reveal of Robin. Like, we always think it's going to be the blue-haired swordsman. It's like, oh no, it's this swordsman mage dude.
Yeah, which is exciting for sure. And having all the, because there's so many of them in the game, having the battle at the end.
Yep.
And obviously, the final Crom, like maybe one day I'll get my chance.
No, it's right now.
So what you thinking?
I feel like A tier.
I would say top of B tier personally.
Okay.
But I mean, I can be convinced. I can. I'm not. I don't feel so strongly about it. But. I mean, do we agree above Greninja, below Brawl, or do you want to go above Brawl? I personally like that Little Mac like animation style and all that stuff. I like that trailer a good bit more than this trailer, to be honest. But Brawl, I could put it above Brawl. I mean, I could do that.
Yeah, I think it's at least better than Brawl.
I could do that
when we're putting the other ones.
I probably, if I'm putting it Brawl above it, it's probably because of nostalgia, not the actual trailer. So that works for me.
Should we go ahead and just move Brawl down? I feel like that's where we're heading.
Yeah, man, that seems to be what our general vibe about this. It's just, I mean, the new trailers are going to be at the top of this list for the most part, because they just got better as they went.
Shulk.
I don't remember. I know that Metal Face at the end. I just forgot what. So this.
I'm gonna go ahead.
This is all in game in this one, right?
No, this is CG.
Oh, okay, no, they had this. Yeah, I forgot they had this. That's right. Bowser. Instantly B tier to me in my mind. Yeah, it feels about right.
It's just kind of where we're putting it type thing. I think this is cool CG and stuff. It's just not as crazy nearly as crazy as far as actually being done as the other thing.
This looks like the default Smash CGI.
Yeah,
like when they don't have a like vibe or style they're going for. This is just kind of the default thing, which is cool. But.
So I'm going to say, as far as like where. I'm just questioning, do we put it above or below Villager? What you're feeling as far as that goes?
It's weird because obviously Villager was also like a game reveal trailer, so it was like all the people and this and stuff. Even though not much of those like were cool reveals, it was also pretty generic there too. So I could go either way. I mean, how did you feel as a Xenoblade fan? How do you feel about like just the references and the things? They're
not like crazy references during it. You're just kind of I mean, there's Riki there, and you see the final smash. Like, there's not really that much like Xenoblade-esque things. I mean, the most biggest thing is Metal Face at the end, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I would probably go under the reveal. Okay. That's probably where I would go. I mean, all of these are good.
Yeah. Hey, Pac-Man's the worst. It's not a bad trailer by any means.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
But Metal Face is S tier.
This is a good one. I like this one a lot.
The thing is that
it's going to be an A. It's not an S tier trailer, but I like it a lot.
The only thing about this one that kind of sucks because we knew Bowser. We played as Bowser Jr. before this trailer came out.
Oh,
I might be remembering wrong, but I think this happened like after the 3DS version came out.
That's weird. Yeah, that's odd.
And same thing with Duck Hunt, which is next.
I mean, part of this just kind of like Bowser Jr. as a character, but I do think the reveal.
This is a really cool trailer. Like you can't go wrong with the CG when they're just fighting the new guy. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, like all your people fighting this one.
Yeah,
as we'll see how great that gets later. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not S, but I think it's like pretty high A to me. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's above Little Mac at least.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's hard. They're very different. What do you think?
So in a way, this trailer is a lot like Mega Man's.
Yeah, there's a lot like Mega Man's. Maybe.
And I don't mean as a way to disparage, and I'm just saying maybe we should put it close to Mega Man.
Maybe under or above Mega Man, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to say above Mega Man because the hype of the Koopalings.
Yeah, there's a more
like the World Master things are cool, but having that whole thing is like the fact. Oh, all these characters are playable. Like these characters that have been forgotten for years.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It would happen slightly before. This was like kind of in the middle of the Koopaling Renaissance, per se.
The Koopaling Renaissance.
Yes.
Go down in history.
Where Nintendo finally remembered they existed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will put them there. Honestly, higher than I didn't expect Bowser Jr. that high. But I'm not against it.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool trailer. I mean, it is a little more generic, I suppose, but
yeah,
it was still hype, like, I don't know.
Hey, this is our list, baby.
It's our list, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at it, and it's like I think we would disagree. I maybe am starting to think Lil Mech is like maybe slightly too low because I just really like the art style at the beginning, but we can deal with it later. I also think this.
Hey, we can do one last look and air our grievances. But we're gonna Duck Hunt next, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Again, this is a trailer that's like, okay, we know this is coming.
Yeah.
Because again, we played this character already.
Yeah, it is a very good trailer though. Having
the normal Duck Hunt thing, and then
having the straight up retro, and then you get to see like the Duck Hunt screen in HD. When it gets the like CGI treatment, and you have like all the old. Yeah, I probably should keep it. You have all the old characters. It is pretty cool. It's gonna be hard. It's hard to like compare things, but
yeah,
I do think giving this retro game this treatment is pretty cool. And Duck Hunt was very much not like a guaranteed expected thing.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just so cute. I don't know, it's hard. I'm thinking something like you said, the A is just gonna be stacked.
Yeah. How adorable they are.
Pretty cute. I do think it's at the bare minimum the highest B or somewhere in A.
But they have the Zapper.
It is pretty fun. But the game is not compatible with the Zapper, so
this is true.
It's false advertising, so
yeah,
points deducted for false advertising.
Yep.
It's more gameplay than anything else, but I do think it's done well. Like the pace and everything in the trailer, it's very cute. Yelling at the angry duck, yelling at the whatever Alamar's dudes.
Best buds.
Until they get killed. All right, what you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely in between Robin and Brawl. I guess I just don't know what tier do we put it at.
I'm content either way. I'm content with highest B or lowest A.
I'm just gonna say B, just because of everything that's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. B is not a bad thing. These are very good trailers.
Ryu, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably C.
Yeah, from what I remember, it doesn't stand out that much.
No.
Again, doesn't stand out as much as you would think for how big of a deal the character is.
You can tell they didn't have nearly as much budget for DLC characters as the normal Smash 4 roster.
No. Yeah, you can tell that with a lot of these trailers. We're actually probably going to come to maybe several C's or different things here.
Low B's.
Yeah. Yeah, I think C, very basic. Let's look at our C's. I think the Wii Fit trailer thing is just very cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I like the Wii Fit trailer more. I constantly forget everything in the Sonic and the Subspace Adversary and everything. Pac-Man is also super basic. I mean, this is about on par with Pac-Man to me. Maybe a little hyper, but Pac-Man just didn't do much. I mean, I think this stage is like a lot hyper than the Pac-Man stages, and this is like, there's some cool stuff going on here, but I don't know. I don't feel very strongly about it. They're about the same to me. They're like the same type of trailer with like just, it's a cool character, but not a whole lot put into the reveal.
It's wild to me that in a game like Smash, at the moment, we have the third-party characters at the lowest.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Oh, I know.
I think the music puts it above Pac-Man.
Okay.
That's what I would say. We can't hear it right now.
Okay, Darren, that's where things may get a little weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Next, we got Cloud.
I can't take myself out of it.
Now, this is where the hype and what the trailer is and all that, like what the trailer is actually showing and stuff, and the actual trailer itself. We're gonna have to dictate like where we're at with this stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make.
Whoa! When Palutena get below Mii Fighters, what is this shit? Okay, there you go, baby.
Okay. Sorry, I made it a little bit bigger since we have some more room down there.
Yeah.
It's definitely, like you said, there's just not a whole lot of budget in a lot of these DLC fighters, and this has no CGI anything. It's all in game. So it's not as crazy as some of the other ones, but like we said, you have to factor in some of the high. And this is like the craziest announcement so far.
Yeah,
I mean, this is completely. It's like a third party, and it's a Sony only. You know, like this was like the whole thing with Final Fantasy VII is that it was breaking away from Nintendo. So there's that whole thing, like very much like not something on people's minds that they thought could possibly happen, and just Square Enix in general getting a rep in here. And just the way that it starts and like the reveal, you've seen the people in the Nintendo store in New York losing their damn minds because because they treated this like a reveal. Like this was not like he was on the website or whatever. This was at the end of a Nintendo Direct, right, where you didn't know what was going to happen. And then it starts with the stars and the music play. You're like, no,
what the fuck are you doing?
No
and
way.
Then the Smash Bros logo comes out. You're like, what the fuck are you doing?
What? And reviewing the limit break and all this stuff.
Yeah, I know people are like kind of bummed at the time. Like, yes, kind of wanting FF7 remake on Switch. I think now people are definitely happier with this because imagine FF7 on Switch.
Wait, what were we talking about now?
Because it's right after FF7 remake was announced.
Okay.
The same year, so people thought before the Smash thing came up that it might have been FF7 remake announcement.
Gotcha.
On Switch, like, or at the time, whatever Nintendo's next console was going to be.
Also, the Smash Cut thing, like, it's like the final battle with Sephiroth or whatever, which is funny because, again, you can actually recreate that with the real Sephiroth now.
You can.
I'm going to be so damn biased, so I feel like I need to hear from you first.
So it's okay. So the thing is with this one, as far as the more like simple CGI list trailers, I think just kind of looking at what we've had and where the characters we have. Well, actually, it might be the most well done as far as that. Just regardless of Cloud. Regardless of Cloud.
Would you at least give me like bottom of A at least?
Sure.
That's about all I ask. I know that it's not as hype as some of those other crazy ones from the actual trailer itself and like what happens in the trailer. But it's simple, but I think it's very well done, and the hype factor is unbelievable for the time.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Korn.
The band Korn.
Strangely enough, Korn, the least hype announcement to anyone as far as the DLC characters go, had the most effort put into the trailer.
Yeah. I like
unfortunately, like as you mentioned earlier with the voice acting, you're saying just in general it's bad for the final trailers. I don't disagree. This to me is significantly worse than the Robin trailer. Ooh. I think the Robin trailer as far as stuff is fine at the very least.
Yeah, I'm mostly talking about this one, and I'm not crazy about the Byleth one either, but this is the absolute worst.
Byleth is one we might have to have some disagreements on.
Yeah,
I actually love that trailer.
We're going to disagree the most on that trailer for sure.
I think it's at least C.
Yeah, I like the idea for this, but yeah, it's kind of cringy. Like, it's, I don't know. Part of it's just...
but I don't know, the tagline chooses to smash. Come on, man. Who doesn't love a good smash?
Gee, everyone, I like a man who chooses to smash. Yeah, see, but it's certainly...
At least here.
I mean, if you want to put it over Wii Fit, we can. I personally like Wii Fit more.
I think the funniness of Wii Fit at least puts it above Korn.
Like, just because it's simple doesn't mean it's worse than one that puts
more
effort. It's like sometimes the simple ones can be great, you know. That feels right to me.
Yeah.
That feels
okay,
right.
So Bayonetta. So this is an interesting one where, like all the other DLC characters, it doesn't really have the CG, but the way it was actually done without CG, it was so much better. Really well done.
This is actually like pretty high for me. Like,
with the Pit Palutena, like
them
it makes
it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, and just having Palutena and Pit talk throughout it, especially me as someone who loves Palutena Pit.
I would put this in A and above a lot of the CGI ones. Honestly, like, I really actually love this trailer, and like the way that way they hard cut so fast to things. It's like there's a lot of style in this trailer. Like they obviously didn't have the budget, but they were like, okay, well, we're gonna like show off our chops at just like making the scenes in here, and it was just like you said, having this weird crossover. You wouldn't expect Palutena and Pit for them to bring their voice actors in to play those characters during a Bayonetta trailer. It's like, wait, what? This is really weird and cool, and I like it a lot.
So, okay, so we're putting it in A tier. Where?
I mean, I would go like high. I would go... It's weird for me because I would personally have Cloud higher than he is, but I understand it's more objective. So that kind of weirds me out. Like, like I would have it higher. I would have Cloud somewhere up there. That would have Bayonetta. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Actually, let me think of something real quick. I'll at least do this for you.
I appreciate it.
I was thinking about higher, but just. It's just Little Mac art style. It's
I'm with that.
It's hard to do over that.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Pit Palutena go very far for me.
Yeah.
That is a lot for me. And Pit blushing there at Bayonetta.
It was just like good. There's just a lot of thought.
And Dark Pit coming in. I love that shit.
There's a lot of thought put into this, even though budget wasn't put into it.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about... remind me later. I say we put Little Mac higher.
I kind of support that. More
above Bowser Jr.?
Yeah, I'm with that. I think we're undervaluing...
Put Bayonetta here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just going right into the next one. Or unless you have something to say, Darby.
No. That's good. I have to stop. I have to stop looking at Cloud. I have to just it just messes everything up because like for me when I'm in my head, I'm like, ooh, I want to put it there, and I'm like, oh, I'm putting it past Cloud. Oh shit. But no, this is good. That was a very good trailer.
Okay, so this is the next. We have the Smash Ultimate.
We have crossed into Ultimate now.
Oh, this is where things. We're gonna be. I'm sorry, Cloud might be moved down to B tier at some point.
We might have to readjust a lot of things over here.
Just preparing for that mentally.
Yeah,
so we got this trailer.
We just have an unspoken rule that D doesn't get used.
Yeah, I mean we'll see how things get overcrowded.
We'll see how it goes.
But it was well. The mindset. This is comparative. These are still better than a lot of trailers.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
The baseline.
Yeah. You want to be Smash. Most games strive to be Smash D.
So this is a weird one compared to a lot of these other ones because it's a reveal thing. I love the fact that it went from a Splatoon announcement. This hardly ever happens where it actually leads into whatever the Smash announcement is or Smash into another announcement. But it did here. Like, oh, we're getting more Splatoon shit because they announced the Octoling expansion right beforehand in that direct.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what's going on with this?
You might have been tricked to be like, yeah, it's just more Splatoon.
And the slowly getting dark, and then Inkling slowly turning around, and the symbol in her eye, and
it's
just
so
the fire.
Damn creepy.
Well,
it's like a cult. Like this child, I fear for this child's safety.
Well, and the thing that let me make sure I'm getting the name of the song right.
I fear for the child's safety, Jeff. And all the memes about the like, what are they gonna do to her?
So and the fact that oops, I just realized we're still doing my screen. My bad. So and also the fact that I didn't realize it's probably because I've only really seen reactions to it since like the first time I watched it was on my phone, and then I pretty much seen reactions to it since then. I never noticed Lifelight plays a nice kind of more chill version in the background that elevates it for me easily.
Yeah, it's so cool because you don't even know like there's a lot of little things going on here. It's a very different tone. It's just like
and I think
weird.
it's a great way to reveal Inkling in particular, since it's the character everyone agreed on whenever a net smash happening in any way or form. Inkling's making it in.
Yeah. And you got Breath of the Wild Link.
Yes, and like, just kind of the fun thing of trying to look at those silhouettes and like, okay, who's here?
So who's confirmed? Also,
yes.
Yeah,
but it's it's instantly at least A tier, right? Like, I mean,
I think it's. I was gonna. I stand by. I think it's instantly top of A tier.
Okay.
I think.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. I was tempted to do S, but I just know what's coming, and I think it's gonna be. I think top of A is where I would put it.
So start that next one, Darby. This is another different weird trailer in comparison.
Are we going? Is it right into? Oh no. Okay. Sorry, Daisy, you don't get the.
Wait. Oh yeah, everyone is here is not on here.
Yeah. I can look it up.
Okay. So yeah, the next one is Everyone Is Here, where they announce every fucking character for this motherfucking series is coming back. Like, come on. And just the way the trailer is, like, it's all in game, but how it is edited, like, in directed as far as what characters are being shown when and kind of what they're doing, like, in the pacing of it. Because you start with the obvious characters like Mario, Samus, and Donkey Kong and all that kind of stuff. Like, okay, nothing too crazy right now. And then you kind of ramp it up a little bit. Like, I think close to the beginning, there's, like, Mewtwo, which is not an obvious one. Wii Fit Trainer, not one everyone thought might come back. And also during this thing, like with Link, you get little stuff like, oh, there are differences here. You also get close to the beginning, Zelda's new design, you're like, what the fuck? And Ganondorf's in. Then close to the middle, Ryu's to confirm to come back.
Yeah, and
Ike is not even one.
You can see our live reactions, like me and Jeff have separate reactions, which you go back and watch, because you can see like every piece of that where I'm like, Ryu, that means Cloud, oh shit, and like,
the snake.
Like, what?
The snake reveal. And then even right after Snake, where it says everyone is here, when Pichu says immediately, we're like, they brought Pichu back?
And like, people are still in such disbelief even after they saw that everyone is here. They're still like, fucking young Link? And they're like,
yeah, and the Ice Climber's showing. So this is instantly S tier, right?
Oh, dude, yes. I mean, it is immediately. It's above the Reggie. It's... The only one that is maybe below is Palutena, and I put it above Palutena.
We can put it above Palutena.
Personally, I was gonna let you. I didn't want to step all over you.
I know.
But I think it's
Palutena's bae, but
top. I mean, like that moment is never going to be topped because it was just like because we had talked for so long about I'm really excited for the new Smash Bros, but we're always going to have to keep Smash 4 because I was like, this one's not going to have Cloud, number one, and most importantly, and it's also not going to have a lot of other characters, so like we're always going to have to like kind of play both because it's just like it's going to be it's bittersweet, and then Nintendo was like, nah, throw your Wii U in the goddamn trash. We're going in.
No, that's like, oh, you guys better make sure you always have Switches available.
Yes.
Because, Darby, whatever we said about that, like what you just said with Smash 4, that is doubly true. That is infinitely more true with Ultimate. Yeah. Because this is never happening again. I
would be very shocked if it happened again.
Yeah. Unless they do just a port, which I think is very unlikely because of all the properties in this game. The next one.
Just unreal. That
now
happened.
We get to the good shit where it's all the characters revealed for Ultimate.
Okay, sorry, I have to.
Oh yeah.
So we're on Ridley, right?
We're on Ridley.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, now. I think this is when the curve we've introduced gets fucked up. You don't disagree, I assume.
I agree.
Just this trailer.
Just compare this to like some of the CGI ones that we were like so happy about, like Mega Man and Bowser Jr. Rosalina. It's just not even close.
I mean, we're gonna have to bump people down.
Probably. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're going to be working with that top line a lot from here on out. So.
Just the way this started, we weren't paying attention, where Ridley just takes out Mario and Mega Man, and Samus has that breath of like, fuck.
That look on her face, honestly, like the trailer's already awesome, but that look on her face bumps it up a lot for me.
And this next part that's coming up where he twirls Mario's hat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Ridley hits the big time.
It's just so much. There's so much that's great here.
And just like the ending where it goes from this final smash where he blows up Samus on Samus's ship to, he actually did an explosion in front of Samus. She comes out of her armor as Zero Suit Samus. And the closing thing is her diving down to him.
And it's something I also appreciate about Sephiroth that we'll get to. I just like that he is straight up villain. He is just like badass, wrecking carnage. Like, we don't get much of that in Smash Bros. Yep. And it's just kind of cool seeing this terrifying, like, especially this final Smash is awesome. It's like,
So, I mean, obviously A tier.
S tier.
Or S tier.
I put this over the Reggie Iwata too. Okay. Personally, what do you think? I think it's going to end up being A tier because I think a lot.
Part of me is like trying to make S tier is kind of more of an exclusive thing.
I mean, we could try to fix this now if you want, or do you want to fix it later?
We kind of fix it. Go here and just fix it.
What do you think about this versus Reggie and Iwata? Because it is very different. It's hard. I maybe am speaking too soon because the Reggie Iwata is great, but I don't know. I could be persuaded that it's under. It's it's two completely different eras of Smash and Nintendo. Yeah. It's hard. And there is something that Reggie Iwata is hilarious, but I agree with you that it's there though. I think it's like, do you agree it's? Do we agree it's above the?
I was thinking at the very least here.
Yeah, we agree that it's at least there. And I think the highest it'll go is under Palutena.
Yeah.
They're very different things.
It's hard to be Reggie and Iwata fight.
Yeah, I can go with that. I can go with
that. Now we're getting to one where I will actually just go ahead and start the.
But that is like the A is going to be a problem because there is a pretty big gulf between Ridley and then like Rosalina and Lil Mac. And
I feel like there'll be a clear divide where we just start moving things down.
Yeah, probably.
We'll get to that towards. But now we got. Now, I think this is the one where we consider we put over the me one.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right. I jumped too soon.
Because this trailer, obviously the creepy vibes of Castlevania, and then using Luigi
like this
to go through this castle.
This is a pretty big step above Ridley, so putting Ridley that high was probably
this is S tier. No questions asked. Just everything that Luigi is A+, just in the way they use Simon to battle things, and the transition from Dracula beating up Simon into Richter's reveal.
Yes.
It's excellent. And of course, the ending stinger, again, with Luigi. And obviously, Luigi fucking dies.
I know. It's like what? Just like they'll like, just they know how to get reactions out of people in these trailers. And like the fact that it's like a weird pseudo Luigi's Mansion 3 ad as well. It's like a weird,
because it's technically the first time we saw his new Poltergeist.
Yeah, it's like really cool. Yeah. I think the only one that I could put it under is Palutena. I think it's at least there. With the right argument, I could put it above Palutena, but Palutena is special, and I know that you love that one obviously a whole lot. But
it's true,
which I do too. Yeah, but I know this one is that where you would put it?
Yeah,
right, squarely there. Yep,
feels right.
Feels right.
Okay, yeah, we can kind of skip. It's easier when the trailer is just S tier. Like, okay. It's like it's the most
ship it.
Oh, Dari, this next one, obviously, Kronk. No, okay.
Are we doing Kronk?
No. I mean, that's D tier because there's not much of anything, which is fine. Yeah, it's fine for a middle direct thing. Yeah. But now we get into the end where that direct where they announce Simon, where they show us a little montage of heroes and mainly villains / rivals.
Is there anything better than Smash Directs where there's 2 character reveals?
Nothing.
Every time we've got it, there's nothing better.
That's some good shit. Yeah, confirming K. Rool. Just Diddy and Donkey just chilling. K. Rool comes up, the little fake out with DDD and his Sakurai laughing at us.
Such fun vibes. It's so good.
Their eyeballs popping through the windows. And the music, Darby. The music in this
the fact that it sets up to later on. But it's like, it's so good. So ridiculously good. The question is, where is it over Simon for you?
I'd say overall no.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's close. I think it's just under Simon.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
the mixture of the bits, the music, and just everything about it, and just the setup of like, hey, big deal, we're adding another villain to it. I think, man, 2 S tiers and 1 direct.
Do you agree with over Iwata and Reggie?
Yeah,
it's hard to compare. It's hard to compare them.
I think in some ways, like the Iwata Reggie thing is a good baseline for S tier.
Yeah. Yeah, the more we get away from it, I completely agree with putting Ridley under. I think I jumped too hard on Ridley.
Isabelle, get into that shit. C tier?
Yeah, it's very cute. It's a very cool, cute announcement, but definitely compared to all the other like ultimate reveals and everything, it's
like definitely more. The thing about this is, in a way, I like that it's a fake out for an Animal Crossing announcement.
Absolutely.
I know people actually hate it. I'm glad they went ahead and announced it right afterwards and kind of tied it into it with Tom Nook being like, while they're busy with camping and Smash, I got to get things ready for their return.
I mean, this was part of the thing. I actually even though we're gonna rank it lower or whatever, I'm not saying they did anything wrong with it because they did so many CGI crazy trailers. This was the right way to announce Isabelle. Let me be clear, because if it was a crazy CGI thing, I think that would actually be worse for this. I like that it just looks like this is an Animal Crossing game, or whatever. And I think that was the perfect way to fake out, set up her. So it's weird. I think this was the right trailer to do for Isabelle, but when I'm looking at all the trailers just in a vacuum, not thinking about the character or whatever, it's obviously going to be lower overall. Even though I think it was good.
So here, okay, so I think the question is, do we put it over or under Wii Fit?
I think we put it over. I think this is it was a big deal. It was very cute. I like the fake out setup. Wii Fit has one bit that I just really like. It's but I think Isabelle is definitely over though.
Next one, Incineroar. I'm sorry, Kincineroar.
Yes, Kincineroar.
Very important in Smash lore. Smash fandom lore. So I like the way
there's
this
something very hype about Lil Mac v Ken.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
This is a good way to, especially, okay, yeah, just pause it real quick before we get really into it. We get a couple of these. I love sometimes how these trailers just really work with whatever leaks or rumors are going on in the Smash fandom. Because we all knew Ken was going to be there. We had the Grinch leak and the Ken Cineroar leak. Like, people were convinced it's one or the other. Ken was both. Yeah, so the fact that this started with Ken, it's like, we still don't know.
The leaks could. This leak could be true. This leak could be true, or neither could be true, which is the real thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Well, the Ken Cineroar thing was.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's pretty much like the whole thing was, is it just Ken and Incineroar, which it ended up being.
Okay.
So I think it starts out well. It's like, okay, let's get this Echo Fighter thing out of the way. He's a weird one where he's in the middle of an Echo Fighter and a quote unquote semi-clone.
We disagree a little bit here because I think he's like way too his stats are different, but I think his moveset.
There's just kind of animation and some of the ways his moves work are a little different.
Yeah, but animations don't make it not a Echo,
it's mainly like how they work is a little different than like more than Echo Fighters, but that's a different discussion. Start out, he KOs Little Mac. He's excited, and then we see this thing from the shadows. Like, oh, this is where we're like, oh, it's Incineroar.
Yeah,
Incineroar comes, and I think it's a great way to introduce Incineroar because you introduce him with like Sakurai. The reason Sakurai picked him with the wrestling persona, which I think. I was bummed on the Incineroar rumor, like leading into it, but it won me over just going full on wrestler with it. Yeah, just getting that in there, and just the animations, like and all this stuff.
His moveset is very cool. He's an uninspired choice in a vacuum for Pokemon, but they definitely did cool things with him.
It seems like for the most part, like the last, some of the or the last couple of Pokemon characters, he uses Pokemon as an excuse to put an archetype into the game, like. Lucario, a martial artist, Greninja with ninja, and then Incineroar with a wrestler.
Yeah. This is difficult.
And then the little bit at the end where he beats Ken, and then he's like, "Yeah, let's go." Then just looks behind him, and everyone's ready.
Personally, for me, this is right under Ridley. Okay. Is that too low for you?
No.
I just like the kind of slow paced Ridley. I like it a little bit more. But I still think it's close. It's right up there.
I like how there's mostly a clear divide between Ultimate and everything else.
We knew this was gonna happen.
Yep. Next one, Piranha Plant. And another one like the DLC characters for Smash 4 where it's just all really in-game stuff, but I think the way they did it works very well.
They did it and they knew that they had a what the hell? Wait, it's actually Piranha Plant?
No, at this point we were still very confused what was going on. It's wait, what's Piranha Plant?
Is this like a bit?
And then even at this point, we were still like, what's going on? We saw him fighting.
We're like, wait, no.
Wait, what? And then even this comes out, we're like, wait, he's playable? What's going on? Wait, he's actually playable.
And I think the music is very good with this. It's obviously it's going to be somewhat lower because it's more simple, but I really like this trailer. I think it's very well done for what they knew not to make it a big deal, but it was really well done.
Okay, so first, here goes. I say B tier?
Maybe? Yeah.
It's just okay. So I'm just putting it here so we can discuss.
If we have Duck Hunt and B tier,
yeah, just kind of where are we putting it, in comparison?
I think I like Duck Hunt more. Well, I don't know.
As trailers,
yeah, maybe.
What were you about to say?
Maybe above Duck Hunt. I mean, it's around that level for me. But.
Okay.
Were you gonna put them lower?
I was gonna put them here, or suggest.
Yeah, I mean that works too. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's obviously not as much going on with it. Yeah.
I think Greninja is just kind of even more basic, but just pretty hype in general. But I'm a biased Pokemon fan.
I did forget that we had Greninja that far down too.
And just Brawl's just. Especially with Snake is epic.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be above those. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, if we're anything, we have Brawl too low.
Probably. There'll be some reassessing, yeah.
Okay, now we get into the DLC. We got 8 more to talk about before we get into the...
There's a big in here.
No, this is a weird one because there's technically 2 trailers.
Yeah, we're going to combine them because it's basically one trailer. I mean,
even the trailer that we saw with gameplay, it was mostly the same thing leading into it.
It features most of this trailer in that trailer too.
Just words are a little different.
This is how most characters are revealed with this and then a gameplay. Joker was just split up because he wasn't ready yet, so I'm okay with combining the two. Because I don't want to take away from this trailer because it didn't have gameplay when that is right thereafter. It's it's just so close.
So this is like the opposite of, or kind of similar to Cloud.
Yeah,
in a weird way, like not exactly like a 1-to-1, but it's just a weird thing where this trailer is just so different, and part of it is the scenario where it's announced and just the things surrounding it.
The hype factor. This is another one where the hype factor comes into play because this was arguably one of the biggest pop smashes ever had.
Yeah,
as far as being at the Game Awards. Sephiroth was a big moment, Game Awards type thing too. But the fact that this was the room was going crazy, and this being the first Smash Ultimate thing, and did not really think that Joker was gonna be. It's not expected.
As far as ultimate announcements before this point,
this was the beginning of DLC is gonna be crazy.
And even from an ultimate, you can continue because it has the other trailer as well.
Okay, yeah.
This is partly a hindsight thing. Obviously, these characters weren't Joker was the first ultimate character, I guess, besides Piranha Plant, because that's just crazy in its own way. Oh my fuck, what the fuck, they did this? Even Ridley and K were kind of like that, but they're still highly accredited Nintendo characters.
Right.
Where it was there was no one much left but them.
I think a big part of Joker is that this was the very first DLC announced on the day of release of the game, and it was a tone setter of because we were okay, we're gonna get some DLC characters. There'll be a handful of cool third parties or whatever, and it'll mostly be some generic whatever. It's no, motherfuckers, think bigger, dream bigger, and it's they followed through obviously with the rest. So. And I think it was just I think this trailer is really well done too.
Yeah, it's one of those trailers, correct me if I'm wrong, but at least this one has the cast actually talking over it, which is always a plus for me.
Yep, and they
always
brought them all in there.
Okay, so where are we putting it?
Yeah, I have some personal bias with this a little bit. I, at the very least, think I like this more than K-Rool. I don't know. What do you think? Just the Persona style, Persona music, Link and Mario and the Wisp things. There's just lots of cool things with this. But I mean, K-Rool is, I could be convinced, but
I'll go with that.
I mean, I could concede under K-Rool if you.
So the thing that puts it over, K-Rool's not even my favorite character necessarily, even as far as the characters go. I wanted him in. I have fondness for the Donkey Kong Country games, of course. But trailers is the way it was done so well. Not even the fact that it leads into Banjo later. Just the thing that puts it over is, especially since we're including the whole Game Awards thing, it just takes it
all out attack and there's a lot of cool things in here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Next, Hero.
There it is.
Starting off with a story DLC thing. We got 2 trailers like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was kind of faking a little bit. And this is the first. This is the first one of the 2. This conference announced.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice CGI. We see Link fighting a Dark Marth in Meta Knight, which is fun. The horse coming up. Oh shit, who is it? Even though it's kind of obvious who it was, especially with leaks.
But there's definitely the cool thing is, even with leaks, there was a lot of cool reveals in this trailer.
Yes. The fact to me, if you go back and watch our reaction, it's oh fuck, the Luminary's the main one, and then it's that's awesome, and then later when Luminary's getting beat up or whatever, it's the normal thing where the character that actually got revealed originally is going to be like, oh, another character's coming. Oh. And then it's like, oh shit, it's 3 more heroes, including the one from 8, which is the one my favorite one.
Yeah, which you did not go into this thinking that you would be able to play that character in Smash Bros.
Hell no.
Thought probably it would either be Erdrick or Luminary. It'd be
I mean, at the time, I just figured honestly, I'd even think about the fact that, they could have skins for different heroes. I just assumed it was going to be Erdrick.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. So I think that was really cool. And they did this whole trailer making you think like, yeah, it's Luminary. That's really cool. And you were just completely caught off guard when it's like, hey, but there's actually more. Which is pretty nice. Is the whole like zombie possessed thing, is that a reference to Dragon Quest? I don't even really know.
No. Okay. Nothing really that I know of.
There we go. Yeah. Very, very cool trailer.
I think it's just an excuse to get a bunch of evil possessed people to fight the heroes of light shit. Yeah. Which, and I just love, even if I'm not like having thoughts for it, just like Erdrick's the legendary one, so the way they frame him with this, having the other 2 came in front of him and him just up the stairs, and the way they kind of do the out of focus thing on him.
Yeah,
I think it's excellent. And just like also what I love is the fact that they start with showing off heroes' basic moveset, and then once they do showing off the other heroes, showing what he can do with his down B in the menu and stuff. Just showing all those spells using the other heroes.
Has a menu? Yeah, because that is like a thing. They had to split this into 2 distinct gameplay things. Yes. But they had to make you feel like the first one was a full gameplay. And obviously he has enough going on to where like you were already probably hyped when you saw the first one, and then you get to the second thing and you're like, wait, what? How many moves does he have?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
very, very well paced and done trailer.
Where he put it. I mean, in my opinion, I'm biased here. It's easily above Ridley for me.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's just kind of where we go from there, where it's
it's getting hard. Ooh, it's getting hard. Yeah, I think it's probably... All right, let's just like work up and go down. Joker, better or worse than Joker?
Kind of as a trailer for me personally, I think so.
I could say obviously I care so much more about Joker, but I do think the way that we just talked about how they set up the Luminary reveal, which was hype, and then like, oh, even hyper thing with these characters, and then like, holy shit, they have a JRPG like move screen thing. It was like there was definitely a ramping up of like expectations, whereas like especially when we combine these Joker things, it maybe like tapers off a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I honestly didn't expect going to this hero being that high, but I'm all for it.
It's a good trailer.
Yeah,
it's good.
Now we're into Banjo.
At the end of the same conference. The Jeff conference.
Yep. Well, it wasn't the end. We still got Breath of the Wild 2 after this.
That's just even more evidence.
Yep. Nintendo sometimes does things just for me.
I know it's kind of weird because this trailer is like so intrinsically linked to the K-Roll trailer, but like
it works so well because of the history. It's obviously rare.
Oh yeah, this is up there, Jeff.
I'm glad it's not sounding like it's not just my bias.
And the rock falling off. There's
did them instead of breaking through the glass, all busting through the window. Like who that?
And the fact they're cheering this time, they're like, yeah,
like. During the whole bit, we're like, "Oh, you fought it," and I love the fact that it is Duck Hunt. It's the obvious one because everyone compared Duck Hunt to Banjo. It's like, "Oh, Sakurai did this since he can't get Banjo."
Yeah, and that's like the only one that would work for a silhouette because you have
and of course raring to go, perfect. And there's our buddies the back.
Really,
just the music, really, and just
as soon as that music starts playing, it's really awesome. And just seeing the pure joy in my best friend's heart.
I mean, obviously, this is pure. This is the most pure joy I've had from a Smash announcement ever. Like, it can't be beat for me.
I say I say above Hero.
Okay, that's higher than I thought you were going to say. I thought I was going to concede a little bit.
I don't think I can go above Simon.
Oh, no. Yeah,
It's just...
I mean, I understand, like...
Yeah.
You mentioned it earlier, and you are 100% right. You can make arguments for Simon being better than Palutena, but I'm glad you're conceding that for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Anime and Palutena's Bay.
No, I'm with it. It's I can completely understand. That's not that hard of a concession.
I got Banjo higher. I mean, I didn't even have to bring it up, mention it where to put him. You put him higher than I thought you were going to mention. Like, I honestly didn't know if you were going to put him above K-Roll.
I mean, it's the building on of it.
Okay.
Obviously, it needs K-Roll, but like, I think it. I mean, it's a hard thing to compare, obviously, but like, I think like it took it a step further with all the references and just that music playing, and like, I like.
Okay.
It's good. It's very, very good. This one is also very good. This is going to be hard because it's just so different.
Yeah.
We obviously don't have the connection.
Again, like I mentioned with
and for all you listener, this is the Terry announcement.
With the Incineroar trailer, the fact that the leaks happened, this trailer is perfect for that.
I know.
Because we just knew it was an SNK character.
It almost seems planned. It's almost like they leaked this out there.
I don't think they did, but it worked out perfectly for them.
Yeah. Like, the fact that, like, all these different characters, like, trying for this. Like, this is another, like, pretty big, like, this is something brand new for a Smash reveal thing. This is not just like they did a high budget CGI thing. It's like, no, this is like.
And what's also kind of fun about this that I just kind of really thought of, all these characters are in the game. They're background characters, but they made it in.
Right. Yeah. I know I just made you really happy with putting Banjo there. I would put this above Banjo too. I think this has like. This is just very creative. This is like a really cool way to announce Terry. I like,
especially with the company involved. Like, Terry's the obvious one, but in a way, you could have picked someone else, and it would make sense because like SNK's had multiple crossover characters, and most of the time it's not Terry. Actually,
there was
like Geese Howard got in like Tekken and stuff.
Yeah. There's enough doubt. I think it being Terry took it down a little, took like this whole bit down a little bit, just because like that's what everyone predicted. But I still don't. Yeah, I don't think it takes it down that much. Because
let's go into it goes into the gameplay part.
And I mean, it's a testament to the trailer that I'm saying all this because I don't have a connection to any of these games. Like Samurai Showdown was like the only one I recognized pretty much. But I just think that it was like
I recognize characters, but I'd be lying to you if I knew most of their names.
Totally don't.
Even now, like I knew Geese Howard, of course, and all that. But
I mean, what do you think? What did? I mean, because you.
I like how we're just packing S tier. It's supposed to be this elite thing, but we're just packing it.
Ultimate is a blessed game. I mean, if you want, like. I could also. I will not go lower than above Hero. I think
I can work with that.
There's no way it can get lower.
I can work with that. It's hard sometimes, like unless it's like an obvious thing. Just the pure joy that thing brought me.
No, that's very fair. Yeah, I think that is just the bar where it's like I think the creativity of that. I mean, the Hero trailer was great, but I mean, this was like
Now, this is where things get interesting. Because we kind of agreed, like the small little concessions, like, what about here? And we're like, okay.
We might, like, it might not be as bad as you think, unless you really try to fight for this above some trailers that I think it has no business being above. But, like, because I'll concede it being at a certain level, but there's definitely, like, we'll see. We were talking about Byleth. We're talking about the Byleth reveal trailer.
Yep. The trailer and character that everyone loves.
I guess just where are you shooting for, and then we can see where this discussion happens, because this is definitely going to be the most contentious one. Because then we can start. Then I can start making my case if I need to for.
If this means anything, I'm not going to try to argue put in the S tier.
Okay, all right. Then we're probably going to be able to agree more. Yeah.
The thing is, it's just because everyone just kind of despises this character and everything around it. Like, whenever he's brought up, it's just negativity. Just me saying I like the trailer makes it sound... No, I'm not saying
I
you
like the trailer too. I like the trailer too.
I just think it's really well done, just regardless of Byleth.
Yeah.
him getting beat up, as you see on the darkness, and it's like, do smash and all that kind of shit, and coming out of here, and the guy's like, it's a very, I think it's like an obvious, like intentionally cheesy line. It's like, Smash can defeat the darkness itself or some shit. That's a dumb line, but I think it's intentionally dumb.
I mean, later on we have I'll give Smash despair. So.
Yeah. And just when I love when he gets beat up here in the swordsman joke.
Yeah, like one of my weirdest things with this trailer is like Smash trailers are usually just like so well polished, but in this one there's like 3 different animation styles, and it's like framey at parts, and like the sword joke, it looks like it was added last minute. Like that just looks bad. It just doesn't look good. It just that's one of my biggest problems with the trailer. It's just less polished. In my opinion.
No, that's
still
fair.
A great trailer. I just think it has less TLC than a lot of other Smash trailers.
And then it goes in here to the weapons thing, and you probably look back, and I can't remember if I said it, but I was like, Tokyo Mirage Sessions for a second. I got a little excited.
It did kind of look like that.
It's like I have no idea what that would have been if it was something Tokyo Mirage, but I got excited for a second.
Could have been skins, but then I don't know.
Yeah, I just kind of like flying over here with the Byleth recruits Byleth, the fun weapon thing. And honestly, I know you don't care for the music. I love the song they play in this. It like, I liked Lee Houses more than you. That's for obviously. I finished the game and all that. This whole thing is, despite Byleth being the lamest character they could have picked, I'm not going to argue against that. This trailer still gives me the warm fuzzies as it should for a character in a game I love.
Absolutely.
So I think it does like it really well. I do agree with you. Like honestly, obviously I noticed the in-game versus CG thing, but I didn't really notice till we watched it again, even without you mentioning it, when she mentioned the sword fighter thing, that it was like, completely different style, and the framing was good.
Very first time, because I was like, wait, what? Like, it was just like, it was kind of jarring.
Yeah.
And it was like just her mouth moving. She was like, It's like, it really screams to me, like added in very late and just not, And that's just not something in Smash that, usually it's just like incredibly polished to like a crazy degree.
I mean, for me...
But I still think it's better. I mean, it's absolutely still, I think, up near like that, at least that Ultimate line, like divide. So.
I would personally place it in between Ridley and Incineroar.
I would put it at least under Incineroar personally. I would put it under the Smash reveal thing. I know it's simple, but I just, the simplicity works really well for me. But I don't feel like insanely passionately about the Incineroar trailer, so we can put it there. That's fine. If you were trying to put it above Ridley, I might fight more.
Yay. Okay.
Okay, now I gotta start looking up trailers.
Yep. We're down to Leslie Derby.
Oh boy. How long have we been going? I'm just
hour and a half. I mean, we're big.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, we'll have to do some little rearranging as far as tiers and stuff when we're done, maybe.
Jeffrey, this has been very fun.
It has been. I think this will be a must listen to fans.
I really am worried about how listening to it audio only might be really
must
rough,
watch.
We have not been updating it, but that would be a lot to say. Yeah. All right, this is a good.
This is a very good one. Just like we knew, Arms was Arms. Bleh. We're getting an Arms character in this. We knew that Arms character would be announced through this trailer. Unfortunately, like Min was one of the characters, like one of the 3 that we're like, okay, it's one of these. Like I think most people agree between Springman and Twintel, and Ribbon Girl maybe is the female alt for like Springman. I think was a likely thing, but we didn't know which one. And in a weird way, like I think we talked about it when we were actually watching it, and we kind of initially disagreed, at the very least, or I kind of mentioned it, and you sounded like you disagreed. Where it was kind of bummy, like kind of a bummer in a way that it was obviously Min from the very beginning. But what makes up for that is this bit.
Yeah, I think the bit is so much worth it that it's just almost like I just doesn't even
that doesn't matter.
And also part of it is like I'm somewhat glad they didn't treat it like a big reveal, because to be honest, the vast majority of people like paying attention to Smash they weren't gonna really care which one it was. Like, I'm not saying that no one would, but most people would, or if they cared, they'd be like, oh, okay, it was that one instead of that one. Cool. I like that they went more for it being a joke and the art style and all this stuff or whatever, and like just showing it being a hype trailer. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't treated as you should care so much which one we pick.
And I'm not like it ruins the trailer for me. I agree with you where I think that it makes the trailer better, especially from a non-ARMS fan perspective. But, it could have been cool in a different way. Yeah. But I think I agree with you for the sake of the actual trailer that this was the way to go. And the fucking fact that for the first time in 20 years, they got Captain Falcon's voice actor, which is also Vegeta's voice actor, to come and just do slurps.
I hope they gave him a real bowl of ramen to slurp on. Did he come into the studio for that, or as COVID? He probably was at his house.
Yeah.
It's just that art style is just like really, really good.
Yeah.
At the top there, it's
fun little reveal. Just kind of Min doing Min
things.
It's
hard though because there's just so many good trailers. It's a difficult one. I think it's very well done. I honestly don't know. It's hard for me.
Where is the potential baseline for you?
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I'm just putting it here for the sake of, like, no lower than here, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would put it...
Like, I imagine at the new minimum here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is my minimum.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think that's probably my minimum, and above Ridley is probably my max.
Okay, so
what do you think?
Derby, what do you love more? Ridley killing Mario and Mega Man with the despair and Samus's sigh, or Captain Falcon slurping? What brings you more joy? Or makes you feel more things?
I think probably the Ridley, honestly.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I really like that moment.
But honestly, one thing I will say I agree with you putting Ridley above is just the vibe of the trailer is just something we don't get from any of these. It's unique in that way, where the whole fun thing, like the art style is great and everything. And obviously, and this little bit where Captain Falcon's dressed up like that is fantastic. I love it.
Look at his smile.
And then Kirby inhaling the bowl. Like, look at that shit.
There he goes.
Yeah. No, I agree with this.
Okay.
I agree with this 100%.
Nice.
2 more left. I'm curious where we put this next one.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one, I believe.
The funny thing is the last one's probably going to be the easiest.
We'll see. We'll see if anyone wants to throw hands. Hey, this video is brought to you by Immortals Phoenix Rising for Google Stadia.
That game's already dropped like $40.
All right, we got Steve.
Started pretty basic, just no CGs, just a fight, a bunch of characters. With a higher amount of third-party characters than normally, so that kind of like, okay, it's probably a third party.
Yeah.
And then Growing the Darkness, like, unfortunately, go back, pause it and kind of go back. Yeah, right there. Unfortunately, because of the Daniel Ahmad tease, I saw that, I immediately knew it was Steve. Yeah. Like, I could have maybe gotten there without it, because especially now looking at it, it's like, it's such an obvious thing.
See, I was such a pessimist. I saw the people leaking about it or whatever, and still just straight up didn't believe it. So, I guess I was happy that I was pessimistic about it. This is a weird one of those where I think the character being announced is a bigger deal than the trailer is, if that makes sense. It's the fact that Steve's in the game is hyper, even though I still think it's a very, very good trailer. And
this trailer feels more like a Smash 4 trailer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
there is even the comedic timing thing about that pause.
Yeah.
That pause is the just right length where it's
the whole thing then it's obviously, and then this.
It just gets awkward. Oh, that's so good.
And then the meat.
Mario.
Creeper comes out like, oh fuck, see ya.
It was really good.
Then Sakura, then Mario dies again.
Sakura just has something out for him.
Yep.
Yeah, just how wacky and crazy that to see this, and the fact it's just like it's straight up. They made the proper choice to make it just straight up Minecraft art style.
Yeah, I feel like with this, I feel like I might be wrong as far as like timing. I feel like the less of this trailer is the CG / reveal part than other ones, but I think that works in a way the trailer's benefit. Well, partly because they're revealing Alex, Zombie, and
they want you to
Enderman.
See that contrast.
Yes, see that
contrast,
because it also has so much shit. So they have so much shit going on that's like they want to show that stuff and make you think, especially with the stages and all that. Like, I feel like this stage is as big as the character in a way. Like they showcase the stage as much, like more than I think any of the other reveal trailers, as they should.
They should. I mean, Annie has a lot going on, like moveset wise and everything. They have to show, and just again, kind of like the Safer Sephiroth thing. We saw the picture of Safer Sephiroth with Steve in front of it. Yeah. It doesn't matter what character you put Steve next to, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny no matter what.
I mean, all you got to do anytime a character's revealed is put Steve next to them.
It's hilarious. It's instantly... Because he's so out of place that he's in place.
Yes.
You know, it's like...
it works because he's out of... Like, whenever people were talking about Steve potentially being a character, they had these realistic Steves. Like, oh, they'll obviously do this. I'm like... I don't want this. No. Regardless of how I feel about Minecraft, no, get this shit out of here. So, but they did it the best possible way, because it looks just like Minecraft.
Yeah, very, very good. It's just it's hard because there's so many good trailers,
and the song in it is excellent.
Yeah, the song is also good. I say above Byleth, below Amendment, but I know you're gonna want to put Byleth above it.
Kind of do.
Yeah. That's fine. We can put Byleth above it. That's fine. I'm only one man here. I don't feel that passionately about it, so I could do that. Did you want to play Incineroar above it too?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I like it more in the Incineroar, but that's fine with me, Jeff. It's honestly perfect.
Oh no,
yeah. All right. More just an excuse to watch this last trailer again.
Is that right, Darby? Is that right?
What?
Where I put Sephiroth?
We gotta pull it up for everyone. You know, we gotta be able to.
For audio listeners, I immediately put Sephiroth at the top of S tier.
I mean, do you agree with me?
Yeah.
I think it's we gotta say some words about it. I mean, just from top to bottom, it's like the amount of effort that went into this and the sheer amount of like references, and it was like so clear that Sakura, like, it has everything. It has like the trailer itself is just super well done. Mm-hmm. It has tons of references to the base material and obvious like love for the character, and it was no one predicted. It was just like an absolute like pull the rug out from under you. What? Like, and the fact that like you're introducing the like highest power level like enemy in Smash or whatever, he's supposed to be this like crazy badass thing, and you announce him by one-shotting the final boss that we had this big dramatic trailer about before, and then from there on out it is just complete. He is Darth Vader. It's like Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One, cutting down fools. You cannot stop him. It's just 10 out of 10.
When we Angel starting, you're like, oh fuck.
It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And Cloud, first time in CG in any Smash trailer.
The look of like,
oh fuck.
He's like,
he followed me.
No.
He's here.
I'm sorry, guys. I brought him here. Cloud's like, we are fucked.
It's kind of funny, like how much, like I think rightfully so, people have disdain for a lot of aspects of Advent Children. But part of the reason this trailer's so great is how much they go into the Advent Children stuff, because it works for trailers and shit, and the epic stuff.
Everyone agrees that the fights are hype, at least. Yeah.
It's been so long since I looked at it. I wonder how visually it's aged. Probably not great.
I mean, I've seen some shots of it, and it's not as poor. It hasn't aged as poorly as you maybe are thinking.
I haven't seen it in so long, so.
But like in a lot of ways, remake looks better, especially
Yeah.
like the super CGI versions of it. I just don't like the
Well, something I love about this trailer as well is some Smash trailers mess with, but not to this degree. Is like with this doing the big Giga Flare and then it switches to the CGI, a bunch of that kind of stuff where it's switching between them effortlessly. And like you mentioned much earlier, I can't remember when, the Bayonetta and Greninja is like, that's a cool thing, but it's also kind of, you know, it might be, I don't think it's reaching, when it's like Vincent, supposed to represent Vincent and Yuffie.
I still have to see what exact scene they're like talking about it, referencing Vincent.
I don't know if it's for referencing a certain scene, it's just the fact, obviously Bayonetta's
I guess ninja and edgy person.
I mean, with guns.
With guns, yeah.
Okay. That does like demon shit.
Yeah. I mean, whether it's reference,
I mean, I would be surprised if in the Spirit Board, those aren't the characters representing those characters respectively.
I need to do that Spirit Board.
I think that could be a stream, Dirty.
I've like never done a Spirit Board. I maybe did like 3 spirits when the game came out, and like, nope, don't like this. But I'll obviously have to do this one.
Yep.
And the Saber Sephiroth reveal. And that stage. Jesus. We'll just hang there. Hold on. We'll just hang out right here.
Alright. That's not Steve, though.
Okay. Do we have some cleaning up to do before we finalize this?
Maybe a little bit. Is there anything like you want to potentially move around as far as like in comparison to other things? Like some shifties here and there.
Let's take a gander here. Ooh, there's some good ass trailers in here, aren't there, Jeff?
Just the more I thought about it, the more I agree with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's just from just a personally thing, like just again. Yeah. But I mean, as a general trailer, I think it's like, like in a weird way, because it looks so much like Minecraft, like when they're revealing characters, in a way, it's as CG as you can get. In a way.
Or it was, that was the right call there. It was better for you to do that.
Just kind of more I'm thinking, the more I just kind of thought about it, it's like, no, you're right. Right.
You're being a big man, Jeff.
I'll take Byleth over, you giving me Byleth over Incineroar. Yeah. I'll take that as the win.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else we really want to move around as far as like shifting as far as positions and stuff that we can talk about? Tiers.
Order is looking pretty good. It's just probably the
tiers
is going to be the biggest thing. You said earlier about Brawl maybe being too low. Do you still feel that way?
Kind of. Just again, it revealed so many characters in kind of cool ways. But like how it seamlessly went into that, and just the whole snake thing. Like honestly, the snake thing. Like we kind of forget about the snake thing. We're just saying Brawl. So
I mean, again, some personal bias with me, but like just really not vibing with the Fire Emblem trailers in here. I would at least put it over Duck Hunt and Robin.
Okay,
probably. It should maybe be above Cloud too. I mean, obviously, Cloud is like crazy. But
if part of the reason we're doing Cloud because of the craziness, we gotta factor in that same thing with Snake. Yeah, and the way they did Snake, actually bring in voice actors and stuff.
I'm okay with that. With that.
I guess also like, okay, do you feel that we should move it higher, or are you fine with it there?
I would be fine with it. It's weird, like that's an interesting point there, Brawl versus Mega Man, because it's kind of like the two different eras. It's like, the older school, and then Mega Man is obviously like way higher budget with the all these people one-on-one, or all fighting Mega Man. So different, but I could put it above, or I could put it below, around there. If we put a, I don't know. I mean, over Mega Man and maybe Bowser Jr. is like
the max,
maybe the range. Which, with the Snake reveal, I can see it. The music, I think that song is very, very iconic. It's I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And maybe Brawl should be the start of A tier.
It may be the cutoff point.
Yeah.
So move everyone down to B. Down to B.
How do you feel about that? I mean,
yeah, I wanted to definitely do some cleanup as far as that goes.
yeah, and we might be obviously the end of B might be cut down some. But
I would argue potentially, and there's some, maybe we should cut down S a little bit. Like S having the most amount of things feels.
Yeah, let's decide what's the biggest gulf in A and S. Like when we go down this, like Sephiroth is incredible. Everyone is here. Palutena, Simon.
I feel
maybe Simon. If we how exclusive or like. I don't think it's a huge gap between Simon and Banjo, but I think there's a bigger gap there.
Honestly, yeah, okay, yeah. I think Banjo's a good cutoff because I think these. I'm biased in this one. Obviously, I think these 4 in general are on another level than these.
I would agree with that. I think I would agree with that.
Man, we started with this as the first S, and then it got bumped down and a bunch of other ones.
Feels bad, man. These aren't the easiest to move around. A is unruly.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do a little. Yeah. We might actually use D now.
Whoa.
Okay, so I guess now that we talk about what's a good cutoff for A. I mean, we can also just not. I think that we can do an argument where we still don't use D.
Yeah, I mean, some of these can be stacked. There's a lot of goodness in here.
In fact, D's gone.
It's gone.
It's just simply gone.
It's gone. There just is no D. With everything is C or above. I mean, like, I'm okay with most Smash trailers are very, very good, and then there's a few of them that are transcendent. So A being stacked probably makes sense. I mean, we can still look for maybe splitting it, but
okay.
It is funny. There is the ultimate line.
Yeah.
Aside from the Reggie and Iwata.
Okay, this is my proposal. Bayonetta and Brawl to B, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like that creates the clear divides that we're going for.
As
here.
much as I love Bayonetta, I think it is still probably a B. It's a high B, but
yeah, not changing the order, just inserting them right here.
Yeah,
I think Little Mac's a good, especially with all this stuff, good baseline for A.
Yeah,
and I feel like the Isabelle to Shulk's a good divide between B and C.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this actually. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess one more look at order to see if there's anything we want to.
Just in case anyone has actually listened to this without pulling up a video, maybe before it's done, just read.
Okay, yeah, I'll read them. I'll start from the bottom.
Okay, starting from the bottom.
I guess I'll. So yeah. I guess I say start from the bottom. Should I just read it from left to right? This is what we have in order from best to worst in C.
Okay.
This is gonna be a weird way to read it, but this is where I'm going with it.
Okay.
We had Isabelle, Wii Fit Trainer, Corrin, Sonic, Ryu, Pac-Man.
Yes.
In B, from best in B to worst. Yes. Worst sounds so negative. I don't like it.
They're all great. There's
from hype to least hype.
Yes.
Even that's no good way to say it. Okay. B for Bayonetta.
Oh.
B for Brawl. Oh. B for Bowser Jr.
And cut the rest of it.
Yeah. Cut it. C for Cloud. You'd kill me. Yeah. Sorry. For B, Bayonetta, the Brawl reveal trailer / Snake, Bowser Jr., Mega Man, Cloud, Robin / Cena, Duck Hunt, Greninja, Piranha Plant, Villager, Shulk.
Yeah.
And the very stacked A tier, Banjo, Kazooie, Terry, Hero, Joker, King K. Rool, Mii Fighter, Ridley, Min, Steve, Byleth, Incineroar / Ken. Kinneroar. Yep. The Ultimate / Inkling reveal trailer, Rosalina and Luma, and Little Mac. For S S for Sephiroth.
S for Sephiroth. Let's go.
Everyone is here. Palutena, Simon / Richter.
I feel pretty good about this,
Yeah.
Jeff. I think we did a good job. I didn't expect to feel this, confident about. I feel good about it, and I'm glad that we made S more exclusive because I think that was a pretty good cutoff there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a thing.
And I downloaded this image because,
Nice.
or maybe I could just save it and it'll be under here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how Tier Maker works. This is the first
post
time.
it on Twitter or something a little while down after people have seen it and stuff.
You can cut off from my thing now if you want to and just go to us while I look at this stuff.
All right.
Well, this was an episode, Darby.
That was an episode almost 2 hours long.
Did we expect anything less?
No, I really didn't. But man, that was a very good time though.
Okay, cool. Can I? Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna sign this out unless you have something.
Yeah. Go for it.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope everyone has a happy holidays. We should be back in your feed hopefully next week. I don't know when exactly this will come out and everything else.
Yeah. Next week, expecting the next week of the podcast, will probably be hype check for 2021 and all that kind of good shit.
Absolutely.
More Cyberpunk impressions.
Yep.
Depending, we may want to get into that. Maybe I can get 13 Sentinels in.
Yeah, I kind of want to play 13 Sentinels too. I suppose I could play your copy when you're not playing it. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.
Bye.
Sephiroth is the best.
Tell us why we're wrong on Twitter.
Yeah, please bring us the heat.